Hey, good morning. So, over here on Bainbridge Island, and the plan was to go into work this morning. This is kind of my routine. Um, I start over here. Uh, the morning I'm going back in, and then I catch the ferry, and then go straight into work. But the ferry, Bainbridge Seattle ferry, is only on one ferry service at the moment, and maybe I am having a little bit of a panic situation. Um, the roads, it just started raining again, and I just looked at the weather app, and it's like 100%, 90% chance of rain pretty much for the rest of the day, and high wind warnings. And because I do have alternatives. I could drive to all the way over to Bremerton or Southworth and catch a couple of different ferries over. But those are like long drives, at least an hour. And it's like just for me to even get into the office at, like, I don't know, 11 or 12. I could wait for the next ferry here, which isn't supposed to leave until like 10. But then I don't know about the lines. Like, it's going to be pretty backed up. Am I even going to be able to catch the next ferry? If I'm trying to catch a ferry over, I could be waiting here all day to get over. And then it's like, well, how long is this going to be happening? I could be facing the same situation the next time I try to catch the next ferry over. So I'm just like, I don't know what to do. Because I can work remotely, also. And in a situation like this, I think it definitely would be understandable. So and I'm not awake. Oh my God, I woke up this morning and I was just so tired. And I started the day kind of across the island in a place I usually don't. I usually stayed, I'm here in kind of Winslow near the terminal. And I usually stay in Winslow the morning that I'm going back into work, so I don't have a big long drive. And I kind of got lost. I didn't think it was going to be a problem. I know the island at this point well enough, at least the places that I frequent. And I thought that I wouldn't have any problem getting to the ferry, but something how I came to a road, and I just didn't know where I was, and I ended up going all kind of weird way, and made it to the terminal. And then they're turning cars back around if you don't want to wait for 2 hours. And I'm half thinking I should have just waited, because I probably would have caught the next ferry if I would have just stayed there. But then I just drove over here to the park and just trying to gather what I want to do. I know it's not, the end of the world or whatever, but it's definitely throwing me. And then on top of it, you got the weather. And that's the other thing about driving to another ferry is the road conditions. So I'm averse to doing that. And I'd like to be on the other side, but honestly, it's like it's gonna take half the day for me to even get there. And is it even worth it for me to go into work? The way it's looking, I'd probably have a maximum of a 5-hour day, and I can just make that happen over here. Even though it is a challenge for me to work more than 4 or 5 hours remotely, at a time, like per day, it's almost like, well, I could achieve the same results at a minimum by just staying here and working remotely, get the same amount of hours I probably would have left in the day if going over there, and will have saved a lot of time waiting and commuting. But then I'm probably going to have a lot of that time waiting and commuting to get back over there anyway. So it's like, I don't know what I should be doing. So I don't know. It just felt like a heightened sort of moment of somewhat drama to, I guess, make a video with. I don't know why I feel like every time some kind of challenge like this comes up, I feel like I need to make a video. It's novel. It's novelty, and that's what van life is. There's a lot of novelty, and so maybe it makes for good video content. I don't know, but some reason I just feel like turning on the camera when things like this happen sometimes. So I'm still not really sure what I'm gonna do. I am kind of leaning towards just staying here, because it also gives me an opportunity to work on other things as well that I really feel like I didn't really get all that much of a chance. But it's like this feeling of like being stranded, and I was talking about that yesterday, how I was having a bit of a panic attack because of the weather, and I didn't really want to be out on the roads, but I was feeling stuck, and that was making me feel panicky. And the thought of like being stuck here again for like yet another reason, it's like it's giving me a little bit of a panic, and it's not the end of the world that if I have to stay here another night. So anyway, I am sort of dealing with that as well, and this weather is just really getting ridiculous. And the fact I have a leak in the back, that's another thing too, another stressor, van life stressor, is that I have a leak in the back windows, and I'm still like taking on a little bit of water, and it's like more moisture in the van, and I can smell the mildew or mold or something that is going on back there. And I'm just like, I've got a bunch of stuff stored back there, and it's like I really need to like look. I need to see what's going on with the moisture situation back there, and what is causing that smell. And it's just like I feel like really like guilty for not having taken care of this sooner, and now I'm dealing with the consequences, and I can't do anything about it really, with the fact that it's raining even more. Like I can like reorganize stuff, but doing it from inside the van is it's like really a challenge. But I can't do it the way I really need to do it, by like opening up the back doors and like pulling things out individually. It's just easier to do. It's harder to do with the rain. So that's stressing me out too. Because it's sort of like, and it's like the weather forecast is showing like at least the next 5 days is going to be the same thing. And It might even be all the way up until I'm catastrophizing right now. I'm leaving for Michigan for Christmas in like a week, and it could potentially rain the whole entire time. And then I'm going to be leaving the vehicle for another 2 weeks while I'm gone. And if it's going to be raining, it will rain while I'm gone. So it's just like more moisture I'm taking onto the van if I don't deal with this weather stripping issue. I have the replacement gasket. It's just that it's going to be a bit of a job, I feel like, to get that in there. And it makes it all the more challenging to try to do that while it's raining. So I should have done this when we were still having dry weather, and I didn't. And so I'm frustrated by that. And I've kind of created a bit of a health situation because it's not healthy to be breathing that air, and I don't know what it is that's causing that, but the air quality inside the van is not optimal right now. So that's stressing me out. So number of stressors happening for me at the moment, and I feel kind of stranded, and I think I just need to sit here and gather my thoughts, count my blessings. There's nothing nothing mechanically wrong with the vehicle, which is awesome. And it's been running great, and that's the main thing, ideally. I'm still able to be warm and dry and out of this weather. I still have a home, and all of that is, and I still have a job, and I still have income, and I still have, it's just temporary sort of challenges to kind of get through, and I always come through the other side of these things, so it's not the end of the world. So I think I'm just going to sit here and sort of come up with a plan and not do it on video. But anyway, I just wanted to make, I guess, a video on, continued challenges of van life when I come up against things like this. These are the kind of things that happen, and it's all a process. It's all a learning experience. I'll get through it. All right. Catch you on the next one.